Hi YouTube. So I wanted to come here to I wanted to start doing show reviews. So here I am. I'm doing a show review on Floribama Shore. Hopefully you guys watch the series. I don't know how I want to do the layout. So this first video is just kind of be like, I don't know, kind of like getting a feel of everything. So what I will say for now, I'm going to film it on my camera, on my iPhone camera, just because I don't know how I want the setup to go. But I'm gonna start the video off with just some stuff from last season and what I expect out of this season, and then I'm gonna go into the new season. As I'm watching it, I'm gonna be pausing my TV and coming on here and recording. So I just got done watching the intro, so right now I'm on kind of like where they're revealing the cast names and stuff like that. So I kind of want to just go over. I am writing a list of stuff down that I want to talk to you guys about. You can follow me on Twitter. I put my Twitter Instagram below, of like, because on Twitter I'm pretty active and I do be tweeting under the hashtag Floribama Shore. So some things that I want to see this season with the overall cast in general, I want Kirk and Candace, I believe their name, the two black cast members, I want to see more of them. Last season I felt like I saw Amy a lot, I saw Nelsa a lot, I definitely saw Gus and Jeremiah a lot. So I know that the black characters were just thrown in there, the black castmates, I should say, not characters, castmates were just thrown in there just so it won't just seem like another Jersey Shore where the whole cast is majority white. Like, we get some diversity sprinkled in there. But I would like to see more of the black cast members, and I did tweet this, and I will put some of my pictures of when I was tweeting, because I'm pretty sure when I was tweeting, the lady that was like is co-producing this show, she did comment that they will have more interaction this season. And actually Kurt, he retweeted and favorited my tweet that I put that I want to see more of the black cast members have more of a voice this season. And so by him retweeting it, I imagine that it's gonna be more involvement from the black cast members, which I am excited to see, because I'm on the verge of the show. Like, I like it, and then sometimes I'm just like, this was completely pointless to watch. But I do like the show, and I would like to see more of them. The number 2 thing that I have on the list, Courtney. I know Courtney, at the beginning of the season last year, we did get to see when we went to her mom's house and we were introduced to her mom, and then after that she just kind of like faded into the background. I want to see more of Courtney, because she was the kind of quirky fun, because I remember the very first episode she peed in Candace's bed, and I was really shocked that Candace really didn't do anything when she peed in the bed, and I was expecting Candace to like jump off the handle with that, but Candace did not. So it's a lack from Candace and Courtney. I want to see more of Courtney. And Cody, I want to see a lot more of Cody. We know last year's season he was a bit of like stirring the pot, because at the club when Nelsa had her friends there, he was saying he say she say stuff to create a whole big diversion. I don't know if that was producers telling him to do that, or was that just Cody himself doing that, if that's the kind of person he is. But then that was cut short, because Cody did have to go back home because somebody in his family had passed away. So then that was cut short. It was a lot of stuff that was cut short that I would like to see more involvement from those 4 cast members. Cody, step your game up. Courtney, step your game up. Candace, Kirk, step your game up. I'm after you guys. I'm watching, and we're all gonna be talking. Hopefully I get some interactions going on here. And at the beginning of the show, the first 2 minutes, it looked like they did, which is weird, because normally they do it at the end of the first episode. They say coming up on Floribama Shore, but they actually did it at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the episode. This season, I will say, looks good. It looks like Kirk is going to jail. Candace is battling something, and maybe she's trying to go home, and the house is like saying, Candace, no, we love you. Courtney definitely looks like she's battling something, and her and Jeremiah seem to have become closer through the first season. Now that we see on second season that she's crying and they're exchanging like love and words, they both say they love each other. We do see Cody. I do see a lot of him in the upcoming season. I see Cody and Gus are becoming friends. I see Gus and Jeremiah have lost their friendship. Nelsa and Amy are still friends. They're just kind of, they're kind of like the Snooki and JWoww. And then I would say Gus and Jeremiah were kind of like the Vinny and Pauly D. but it seems like they have a falling out. Maybe we'll get into the first episode, but yeah. So I'm 2 minutes in, so I just wanted to make this quick introduction of what I'm doing and what I want to see before I get into the season. So probably every commercial break I'll come back on here. I'm gonna be writing stuff down through the episode, and then on the commercial breaks I come back down, and then that's how the videos go. If there's any comments or like, hey, you should do this or you should do that, just let me know, because this can be tweaked. This is just a rough edit. I'm coming here fresh face, nothing. I don't know, I kind of like the laid back vibes. I don't want to kind of be like all like glammed up to this video, because it's just a TV review, and I'm gonna try to do this the whole season, so hopefully, yeah, we get it going. So I'll be back to you guys on the first commercial break, and yeah, I'll share my thoughts with you then. Okay, I'm back. I'm on the first commercial break, 14 minutes in, and I got a whole bunch of stuff I want to talk about, so I'm just gonna go off and say, we come back to after the introduction of the cast members, we see Amy. Amy's still on her ex. Like, girl, you said you broke up with your ex a year ago, and you're still burning pictures in your front yard. Like, that stuff you should have done 2 months after breakup, maybe 2 weeks after a breakup. Like, that's like something you do quick, not a year and a half later. We still on your ex this season? I thought we were gonna get a new boo or something. Damn, Amy needs to move on. And just pointing this out, in her confessionals, Amy's makeup does not match whatsoever. Her face is pasty white, and her body is like, looks like she got a tan. I don't know what's going on with that, but fix it. Then after that scene where she's burning the eggs, we see when she leaves, blah blah blah. Then we see all the boys in the car. We see Gus, we see Jeremiah, we see Kirk, and not Cody. I like the Gus, Jeremiah, and Kirk. I like their friendship. I like their friendship dynamic. Last season I still liked it. This season I like it again. Then we see Nelsa. I think Nelsa, however you pronounce her name, I don't know what nationality she is, but Nelsa is so pretty. Very pretty. I feel like all the boys in the house would probably like Nelsa if she wasn't so, I don't know, childlike about the way she handles men. I will say that her lip injections are too big, but I just think that's a phase that we're going through right now in America. Amy and Cody are seen driving together. Cody, of course, is not going to be with the other guys. I just wanted to make a point. In the upcoming season, at the beginning of the episode, we see that Cody is asking Candace on a date. But the whole time last season, I thought Cody was gay. Like, no shade, nothing. I just thought that he was gay. I guess I'm wrong. I guess he's not gay. I don't know. I do like Amy and Cody, their friendship from last year. I do like their friendship going on to this year. Hopefully nothing changed with them. I do like their friendship. But I know that's going to change, because we see in the upcoming season that Amy is going to be punching Cody out. And side note, I just want to say Amy needs to start staying in a man's place. I mean, stop getting into a man's place. I know her mom told her that last season, and I'm going to say it again this season. She needs to stay in like a woman's place. Yes, like it's okay to like yell and scream, but Amy needs to learn how to control herself, because she doesn't need to be hitting people. I know last year she pushed Kirk, and he fell on the table. I don't know if he fell that way because he was drunk or just trying to be dramatic, but he did push her. She did push him, let me correct that. And I know her mom, Amy's mom, was like, you need to not put yourself in a man's place, because some men are actually out here that's like, oh, if a woman hits me, I'm not gonna hit a woman, but if she hits me and I feel like I gotta defend myself, it's self-defense. And I just want her to, she's walking a thin line there. We also see that it goes back and forth between Amy and Cody and the boys. And I know that Jeremiah was saying in the car that he does have some beef with Cody. He says because last season Cody did kind of stir the pot, like I mentioned earlier. He was throwing the pot a lot, so I guess that's why Jeremiah and Cody don't like each other. And Jeremiah, I guess, is not following Cody on Instagram, so Amy decides to unfollow him on Instagram, whatever mess that is. Cody is shady. I did write that down. Cody is shady. He is shady. He does stir the pot a lot. Courtney is mad at Amy and Nelsa about the room. So apparently this season Nelsa and Amy want the bigger room. I don't understand why, but I guess they just want to switch the rooms. But it's kind of like on Jersey Shore, how the second season Snooki J. Wow wanted the room that what's her name, Sam and Ron was in because they weren't together, but I guess they wanted that room because it was 3 beds instead of having 2 beds, so Dina can sleep up there with them. But I guess it's gonna be like that this season. They want to switch the rooms. It's not gonna happen. It looks like Courtney is not letting go of the bed. Courtney, her boyfriend, she's talking about him. Her boyfriend does seem nice, like a guy that's like, oh, I want to meet your ex, not to be mad at him, just to thank him for letting you go so I can have you, to appreciate you. I like that kind of man. I think that's beautiful. I hope they last together. Then we get, oh, let me not skip and jump around. Then Candace comes back. Candace has a boyfriend, she says. She just says she has a boo. I don't know if that's a boyfriend or she's just talking to someone or it's a situationship. She didn't give us too much information about that. I did put down Candace needs a new hairstyle. Like, I know that you're on vacation and I know that you're going to be there for maybe the summer. I don't know if they're there for May, June, July, and then they leave or what. But this crochet, whatever it is, I don't like it and she needs a new hairstyle. She says she got new makeup. Her makeup is beat or whatever. Makeup looks the same to me. Hair looks the same to me. I don't like the hair. It makes her head look humongous and then her body looks really small. I just don't like the hair. I put on here Amy is so country. I don't know where PCB is, but I guess it's somewhere between Alabama, somewhere down there. Amy's really country. She needs to get out more. She's really country. You can just tell by the way she talks. She's country. Cody's very country. I think those two are the only two people that are like extremely country. Like, they went to the country to pick them. Then we get into the house. Courtney and Nelsa are there. I guess they discussed the room information. Courtney says she's not having it. She's not moving out. Nelsa says, okay, we'll see. She calls Amy. Nelsa and Courtney, I feel like they have beef that's just not about the room. Like, although they were in the car together and they seem like, oh, cordial, I feel like there's just something that's just not sitting right. Like, they have beef that's outside of the show, or just like underlying beef that they didn't really touch into on season 1. And hopefully this season we'll get into it, because it can't just be about the room, because Courtney was playing with the slab of ribs, like she was gonna slap Nelsa. That just can't be about the room unless Courtney is going through something and she's just lashing out on Nelsa, but it just can't be about the room. And the last thing I put on here is the water looks dirty as fuck. Before the boys come in, they just like do like a drone shot of the water and the beach. That water looks fucking disgusting. Like I mentioned before, I don't know where Floribama Shore is. I don't know where PCB Beach is, but the water looks nasty. The boys come in and then we go to a commercial break, so that's why I'm filming. 14 minutes in again. So far, looking so good. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's just like underlying that I really want to tap into, especially this Courtney and Nelsa beef, because I feel like it's just not about the room. Like, Nelsa keeps saying her friendship with Courtney is like, oh, we're cordial, but there's like spaces where they're just not talking, and that just can't be about a room in my eyes. But I don't know, we're 14 minutes in. We still got some more time to go. Hopefully we'll touch onto it. But yeah, that's all I have for the first 14 minutes. So I will be back after this commercial break, and then we can talk and chit chat more. Okay, just got done with the commercial break. I'm 24 minutes in. Candace arrives, and I forgot to say before I went on that last commercial break, she did say this season she wants to be more open. She said she feel like last season she went into the house, her guards was up, blah, 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 whatever. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm glad she mentioned it, because I mentioned it 2 times already. I want to see more of her. And this time she brought diapers for Courtney, because last season we know that Courtney peed on her bed and she didn't do nothing about it. So this year she's bringing diapers because I guess Courtney has a peeing problem and she just pees everywhere, which is kind of nasty, kind of trash, but whatever. Amy is just, she's just not the brightest crown in the box. But I do like Amy. Amy and Nelsa, we see a flashback of all the pictures that they're taking from the last season ending to this season, and they do have a good friendship. I will say I like Amy and I like Nelsa. I like their friendship. I never doubted them. I like their friendship. They just both are just very cringy sometimes, and I'm just like, what the hell? But yeah, Cody, he comes in with all his shirts, whatever. They say he's bougie. You can tell that Cody kind of gives me, what's that guy's name from that one show on Lifestyle or E Entertainment? Presley or Todd? Oh, Todd Chrisley. Todd and Cody are like the same people. Todd Chrisley and Cody are the same exact people. That's why I kind of get that little Finn vibe, but it's okay. If he's not gay, it's okay. If he is gay, that's okay too. He just reminds me of Todd Chrisley. They catch up. We find out that Nilsa had a boyfriend. And basically what I say about Nilsa, she has self-esteem issues, and I feel like she goes after the wrong type of guys. Kirk dry humping the wall. I'm gonna hashtag on Twitter. I need that to be a meme. I need that to be a gif. Not a meme, a gif. I need somebody make that into a gif ASAP, because that is just, Kirk always does like silly stuff to me. Like last season when he was in the club and he was like dancing on that girl, I hashtag make that into a meme or a gif. Like please, somebody. Kirk is always doing that like shady stuff that you never really see, but I'm glad this season that hopefully we get to see more of that, because I think he's funny. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Nilsa has self-esteem issues. She goes into this story about her ex-boyfriend. She put on a swimsuit, and he's just like, oh, not giving her attention. And Gus goes into like a confessional, and he's like, I gave you that attention last season, but you didn't want it. Blah blah blah. I did forget that Gus and Nilsa went on that little quick date, because that was like what, season 1 or 2? I mean, episode 1 or 2. That was so long ago. I can tell that Gus still likes Nilsa. I don't know if Nilsa's feeling Gus, but I hope not, because Nilsa did like Jeremiah, and I know they did hook up. Either they hooked up or they kissed. They did something together, whatever. Candace's boyfriend. Now this chick, she comes out the wood and say her boyfriend goes by Gator Joe Southside 737 or something like that. Good Lord, girl. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of name is that shit? I don't know if she's making that shit up or if that's actually what he goes by, but who the fuck knows in the South? I don't know how y'all be doing. Even though Missouri is considered the South, we ain't the same, boo. We are not the same. And they just crack jokes on about Candace's boyfriend, why he goes by that, blah blah blah, catching up. So yeah, I'm 24 minutes in. I'm back. This is about to come back on, so I'm gonna be back after this commercial break. Okay, so I'm back after the commercial break. I don't know how I want to do that, like, because I am pausing and watching it and then coming back on here, so I don't know. I'm definitely gonna call this a vlog because it's nothing special, but I don't know how I want to just continually do it, or just be like, hey, I'm back, or whatever. We'll figure out how it goes. Okay, but I will say Amy is, she's just funny. Like, she's her own like quirky, kooky, funny. She just say she's on like the little seahorse thing or like photo board, and she's like, this is the biggest white cock I've ever been on. Yeah, girl. They're still arguing about the room. I feel like that's just so silly. Like, get over it. I feel like this whole episode is going to be centered around the room. Cody and Gus decide to be petty and move some of Courtney's stuff, or whoever's stuff it was, I don't know exactly, into a different room. Courtney flips the fuck out. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her this season, but I want us to see more, so I'm glad that she's being on scene, but she's just like losing her goddamn mind. She storms downstairs and she's like, I told somebody if they touch my shit, I'ma fuck them up. Hello. She goes down there and she storms outside on the patio. She's like, did you touch my shit? Blah blah blah. Nelson's like, no, Nelson didn't. She's probably just shocked. They're probably just all sitting there like, what is she talking about? She flips the fuck out. Cody stirring the pot again. That's what he does. He just stirs this fucking pot. He goes and say Nelson does it. Courtney's flipping out. They're calling each other names. Then Nelson goes, oh, she's crazy. Candace goes, you don't call crazy people, or you don't call psycho people psycho, which is true, because that's like a trigger for them, because crazy people don't know that they're crazy, so calling them crazy is just like, yeah. So Courtney's flipping she's flipping shit. Like, it's almost like kind of like, I don't know what kind of drug this would be, but I don't know, maybe Adderall or something. She's definitely on something. She's on 10. I don't know if that's alcohol or what, but Courtney is flipping the fuck out. So I'll be back. I'm 30 minutes in. Got 30 more minutes. Well, technically probably about like 20 more minutes. So yeah, be back. BRB. Okay, 38 minutes in, and we're still arguing about the room situation. Now that Cody and Gus have put some bags in Courtney's room or moved something. They moved somebody's bags, I think Nelsa's bag, into Courtney's room. Courtney's flipping the fuck out. Like, I've never seen this side of her before. I don't remember last season if she got mad. And if she did, it wasn't that important to the fact that I remember it, because I don't remember a goddamn thing about her last season except for us meeting her mom. But she's flipping the fuck out. As we saw earlier in the episode, Cody was on the girls' team. He was over there. He wasn't liking Jeremiah. He wasn't really talking. And the guys had mentioned earlier in the episode, whose team do you think Cody's going to be on? Do you think he's going to be with the guys, or do you think he's going to be with the girls? They all decided that he's going to be more with the girls this season. But that's not true at all. Cody has switched teams. He's now with the guys. And they're just letting this escalate and escalate and escalate. Because Cody and Gus at any time could have just said, oh, we just wanted to play a prank on you guys because we know that you guys were arguing about the room and we thought it was petty. They could have done this as soon as she ran downstairs and she was flipping the fuck out on them. That would have been the time they could have stopped it, because they're both in the confessionals. They both have their own personal confessionals, and they're both like, oh, this is crazy. They're like, oh, we never seen Courtney like this. Then stop it. Like, you guys did it. Just own up to it. I keep writing down Courtney's flipping out. Courtney's flipping shit. Courtney's doing this. Courtney's doing that. She's mad about this. I guess she doesn't like her stuff touch, which is explainable. But to this extent, if they see that she's getting this mad about it, I feel like Gus and Cody should have stopped it. Cody, once again, stirring the pot. He just keeps stirring it. He keeps stirring it. He keeps saying, I didn't do it. He even goes in front as far as when Nelsa says, because Nelsa, Cody, and Courtney are all standing in like the steps area, and Courtney's like, you came to me and told me that Nelsa moved her stuff up there. And Nelsa's like, I never did that. Cody's like, I didn't say that Nelsa did it. I said someone moved it. So now he's not being very reliable. His sources, his receipts, they ain't checking out. Once again, stirring the pot. Then Courtney starts throwing Cody's stuff. She starts throwing his stuff. Now Cody's getting mad because he mad about these white pants, y'all. He said he was gonna wear them after Easter, and he's mad. He says that these white pants get dirty. He's getting mad. Then we see Candace, which is weird. We see Candace jumping in. I guess Candace and Courtney are friends because they shared the same room. That really didn't get touched until last season, because last season was so much about Amy and Nelsa. I guess they did have a friendship. Candace is jumping in. She's getting pretty mad. Jeremiah is actually pulling Candace and Courtney back into the room to calm them down. Gus is being fake in the confessionals now too. It's Gus, Kirk, and Nelsa. Nelsa asks Kirk, did you do it? Kirk is like, no, I don't know who did it, because the whole time Kirk is just laughing. Then Gus goes, are you sure you didn't do it, because you're the one that wanted the room? Then Nelsa's like, no, I didn't do it. So Gus is kind of like flipping it all on Nelsa, even though Gus knows that he did it. Gus knows that him and Cody did it. So I don't know why they keep playing this along, because this is really going a bit too far. Because Courtney's mad. Courtney punches the wall. She's like, check that wall and see what I do to your face. It's just a little hole. Not even a hole, because her hand didn't go through the wall. It's just like dented inward. So who fucking knows? Hopefully they speak the fuck up, because, excuse my language, because they all guys. Like Gus and Cody are guys. They can, like I said earlier, they could end this at any point in time, but they're just keeping it going and going and going. I don't know why. But as I mentioned before, I'm 38 minutes in, so probably 40 minutes in, maybe 10 more minutes. So dun dun dun, and the drama continues about this goddamn room and this goddamn suitcase. So basically Candace is trying to calm Courtney down. Courtney's not having it. I don't know where they go to, whatever. They're all sitting in the kitchen at this time. Kirk is like, this is what we're really mad about. This is what we're really mad about. Then Jeremiah comes and he's trying to be all like the dad figure. He's like, yeah, but if you guys knew that it was going to get her upset, you guys should have said something. Cody starts doing this Jeremiah impression, which is actually kind of funny. I did laugh about that while they were in the confessional, because Jeremiah is kind of uptight. He's very like, I don't know. He just gives me a weird vibe, and I'm watching him on TV. So yeah, whatever. Kirk is still like, wow, this is going on kind of far. Courtney is still mad. Even after the stuff got moved back, Kirk goes, the stuff got moved back, why are you still mad? Courtney's like, At this point she's crying. She's like, if you guys knew that I was about to beat her ass, you guys should have said something. Which I'm gonna say again, this Courtney and Nelsa beef cannot just be about a room. Like, I'm sorry, it just cannot be about a room at this point, because you're willing to fight someone just because someone moved your stuff. Yeah, I get it, like, but this ain't Bad Girls Club. Like, why are you so upset? So I'm 47 minutes in, and that was pretty much a quick little snippet. I guess the beef is done. They hashed it out. Gus and Cody finally confessed. Like I said before, like, I do agree with Jeremiah, and I do agree with them just saying that it's a prank. Like I mentioned before earlier, that they should have just told Courtney when she came out there trying to fight Nelsa. I feel like this could have all been avoided, but they didn't. But they finally did tell Courtney, whatever. So that's over and done with. 47 minutes in. Hopefully I only got 10 more minutes, because this episode is like dragging, especially with all this like unnecessary drama. I feel like it's pointless. But yeah, I only got a short little section left of notes that I'm gonna write. 10 minutes. That's the notes that I just wrote. Whatever. So yeah, 47 minutes in. This should be the last. Yeah, I'm gonna come back one more time, and I'm gonna wrap everything up, and then yep, that's gonna be the end of episode 1. So 47 minutes in, got 10 more minutes. Stay tuned with me, please. Okay, I'm back. I cut this into 2 things because I did go to a commercial break and then it ended. So I am done with episode 1. I think episode 1 is called Psycho as Biatch. So yeah, they agreed to go to the club. Whatever. Courtney and Nelsa, they forgive each other, but they are super drunk at this point. They've been pre-gaming the whole time, probably taking shots, whatever. We go to the club, everybody's dancing. Courtney's actually on the stage, on the bar, getting free shots. She gets off because Logan, her boyfriend, just P.S., he's cute. Logan's action. The roommates, where the hell is Courtney? Courtney's on the bar, she jumps off, whatever. Cody confesses his like for Candace. He says, once the summer's over, we're gonna have fun. So we'll see how that goes. Gus old fling is at the bar. They meet up, they start kissing, whatever. Gus leaves. Well, first Nelsa and Amy the whole time are doing their own thing. So at this point they're kind of like separating each other from the group, kind of like on Jersey Shore when Ron and Sam would just do their own fucking thing. It's kind of how Nelsa and Amy are, which I don't know why, but whatever, they're doing their own thing. Cody throws up, he takes a shot, and the shot is just not sitting with his body right, so his body is rejecting it. And I did put down, we have all been there before. I know I've been out to the club and I have taken a shot and I'm just like, what the fuck was that? And my body wants to throw it up, but I'll push it back down because I don't like throwing up in public places, because I don't know, I just don't like it. So no shade, but Jeremiah's like, that's nasty, who throws up in a urinal, blah 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 blah. Just being a dad, whatever. Kirk, FYI, is fucking hilarious. That's why I wanted to see more of Kirk, because I think he's so funny. He goes, Cody just throws up, and Cody starts making out with these random people, which he does. He starts making out with a whole bunch of girls, and Kirk is like, I bet these people don't even know that Kirk just went down and threw up, and they're getting like the leftover residue, because everybody knows when you throw up, there's still stuff lingering around in your mouth and your tongue, and he's just passing it to other girls. And Kirk is like, did you even brush your teeth? Which is true. Did you brush your teeth? At least did you pop a fucking mint? Because I know your breath is stinking. Like, ew. He goes, that's Panama City Beach for you, ratchet. So I guess we know what's going on there. Courtney is a drunken mess. They try to leave the club. Courtney is a mess. They finally get Courtney inside the vehicle, but she's like upside down, her ass is in the air, and Kirk and Courtney are just laughing, having fun, playing games. Logan, which is her boyfriend, he's pissed. We see him outside. This is where the commercial comes back. We see him outside, he's pissed, and he walks in the van. He's like, you're my girlfriend, I got your face tatted on me. One, side note, why would you get your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your significant other tattooed on your body? That's just a big no-no, whatever. So he goes, I got you tattooed on me. Why are you acting like this? And then he's like, you're my girlfriend. He storms off because his friend actually grabs him, and he's like, whatever. So then Courtney sits up, and you just see her, like, something's wrong with Courtney. I don't know what's going on with her, but this season there's something wrong with her. Her eyes just go instantly, and she darts at the car, and they're like, no, Courtney, stop. She's actually trying to fight Logan. She's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, blah blah blah. And then Candace like, who are you trying to fight? And then she's like, I'm trying to fight Logan. Candace goes, your boyfriend? And Courtney's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat his ass. And Candace is like, do you want to go to jail? And Courtney's like, I don't care. That's how the episode ends. And I'm just going to say what I wrote down. It's kind of sloppy, but you can see it right there. Courtney is a mess. She's a mess this season. I don't know if she was this messy last season, but god damn, I did say I wanted to see more of her, but not like this. Like, she's a drunken mess. Like, she's kind of like how Snooki was. I don't know what season that was. Maybe season 2 when she was on a beach and she was just like a drunken mess. But Courtney is like weird because Courtney's taller, so there's that. Even though it's not, I shouldn't like height discriminate, but there's that. And Courtney is actually like trying to fight these people. I know Nicole, when she was drunk, she was just trying to get to the beach. It was just like public intoxicating. She was just dancing, whatever. But Courtney's actually trying to cause like physical, bodily harm to these people. Courtney's a mess. She's all over the place. But yeah, that's how we wrapped up season 1. Episode 1, season 2. Here we go. So yeah. So I will be back probably next week, probably Tuesday. I'm going to do it like this, maybe kind of vlog style. I don't want it to be any like professional or whatever because this is a vlog. I don't know how I want to do it so far. I'm going to kind of watch how other YouTubers review TV shows or whatever, and I'll try to like, as the season goes by, it will probably progress and be different, I know for sure. But I am on my iPhone X. If you guys didn't know, I'm filming this, so I don't know how the camera quality would look. And at first I was filming it up and downwards as in a selfie mode, and now I'm kind of filming it longwards. So if the camera does switch while you're watching this, that is because why. I will link my Twitter below so we can tweet together as we watch it, because I will be watching it beforehand, and maybe we can like, I don't know how I want to do this. Like, I know I want to tweet. I didn't tweet yesterday because I was passed out yesterday. I was really tired, so I didn't get to watch the episode till today. So next Monday, I'm going to try to live tweet through the episode and still write down stuff that I want to touch bases on, and then come back here. So my video will probably be posted Tuesday or Wednesday. But yeah, you can catch me on Twitter. We will live tweet and chat while we watch the episode together. So boom, there you have it. Please follow me on my Twitter so we can get more in touch, in tune, and be sure to watch my next episode and any other things that you want to see. Any comments or questions that we can both talk, we can chat, whatever. But yeah, I'll be back. See you guys soon. Bye.